Hey, it's Larry Osborne here once again, and we're talking about church governance. And in the first set of videos on this topic, I took a look at guarding the gate and who you keep off. But now I want to take a moment or two and talk about the kind of people that you want to bring into your team. And in particular, there's three things that you want to look for. And the first one, of course, is the spiritual qualifications. It's what we find in Titus and we find in 1 Timothy chapter 3. That an elder, one who is a presbyteros, the phrases for oversight, whatever it is you call them, that they need to be really above reproach. Now, a modern day phrase that I like to use in terms of that is no glaring weakness. I don't want somebody where they say, hey, so-and-so's a great person, great giftedness, wise, whatever it is on the positive side, and then they follow it up with a but. Whenever there is a but, what follows afterward is very, very important. So don't ever compromise on the spiritual qualifications. Now, don't raise them so high that you're reading into each of the qualifications in Titus and Timothy some super saint qualification that hardly anybody but a person with a robust theological education can fit. But do make sure that you never, because of their money, their giftedness, their influence, that you add someone who is not spiritually above reproach without a glaring weakness. Now, the second thing, though, that you want to make sure you add to your team is what I call philosophical alignment. In other words, they need to see ministry the same. Sometimes we treat our church governance teams as if we're, a country with a House of Representatives and everybody's able to have a voice, or we're a club and everybody's equal and has a voice. But the truth of the matter is, at some point, you, your church, your team, some combination of y'all, have sought God's will to figure out what is our place, what is our style of ministry, what is our philosophy. And just as you would never maybe have a pulpit supply team go out and say, hey, we're just looking for any godly pastor to come and be our lead pastor, why in the world do we say we just want any godly person in the church to come and be a part of our board? When you're adding staff, you look for spiritual qualifications, but you also look for a philosophical fit. Not when you're heading this way, someone who wants to head that way but loves Jesus. You need to think the same way when it comes to putting your governing board together. Your nominating process, your selection process, however it works, needs to work through spiritual qualifications, but also a philosophical fit, or you will have a nightmare down the road. Not every good and godly believer is ready, set, and qualified to serve on your leadership team. And then the third thing is just a very practical sense of team fit. I remember once years ago when we looked around our board and we realized everybody but me was an introvert on the board. And so when it came time to selecting a couple of new board members, we needed to not only look through the spiritual lens, the philosophical lens, but we needed to add a third one, which is what does the team need? And we needed some more extroverts. You might need younger people. You might need older people. You might need people who are business owners. You might need people that are in the marketplace. I don't know what it is, but you need to ask the question, how does this person fit the team? If I owned an NBA team and I had the 5 best centers in the league, I'm not going to win a game. If I have the 5 best point guards in the league, I'm not going to win a game. It takes a team. And a team is made up of different people with different giftedness who fit well together. So make sure you add team fit to philosophical alignment to spiritual qualifications, and you will have guarded the gate well, and you will have picked the right kind of people. Hey, if this is helpful, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll get out future videos to you.